Today we'll be solving systems of linear equations by substitution. Remember, we learned the graphing way, and we'll be doing substitution now. Several steps you have to take in order to solve a problem, so let's do the first one. Step 1, set the system equal to each other. Now look at them. They're both in slope-intercept form, and they both have y as the variable. Y is equal to 3x minus 8, and y is equal to negative 6x plus 10. So I'm just going to say that equation 1, which is 3x minus 8, is equal to the second equation, which is negative 6x plus 10. Step 2, now we're going to solve for the unknown. Now remember, we're going to use our inverse operations. We're going to undo the constants and the coefficients. But first, I'm going to draw my line down the middle. And I'm going to move this negative 6x to the left side. And when I move it over, I'm going to do the opposite, which is positive 6x. This is going to cancel out. We're going to be left with 9x minus 8 is equal to 10. Then I need to add 8 on both sides. And look at me, I'm running out of room. Make sure you have enough room on your paper. Cross that out. Then it's going to be 9x is equal to 18. Then you divide by 9, and we have our first point. Well, part of the solution, which is x is equal to 18 divided by 9, which is 2. The next step says, select one of the equations and substitute the value of x to find y. Because remember, we're still looking for that coordinate point, that intersection graphically. Remember, the point where they meet. So I'm going to pick, I'm going to pick the first one. And if you like negative numbers, you can work with the second one. But I'm going to pick the first one. I'm going to write it down. Y is equal to 3x minus 8. And I'm going to substitute our value for x. X was 2, remember? Now I'm going to substitute the values in for x. Y is equal to 3 times 2 minus 8. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 8 would be negative 2. So our y value is negative 2. So now we have our solution point, which is 2 comma negative 2. So the next step tells us to do what? Now we have to check your work. We're going to pick one of the equations. We're going to substitute the value in. I'm going to pick the second one since we already worked the first one. Y minus 6x, well, y equals to negative 6x plus 10. And our point, I believe, let me take a look back again, was 2 comma negative 2. So look, I'm going to write 2 comma negative 2 because that is the solution point we're working with. So I'm going to substitute the value of y, which is what? This coordinate point, which is negative 2, times negative 6. Now I'm going to substitute the value of x, which is positive 2 plus 10. And we're going to see if the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So let's do our operations. This is negative 2. What is a negative 6 times a negative? Well, negative 6 times 2, which would be a positive 12, because we know a negative times a positive is always a negative. And we're going to add 10 to that result. So negative 12 plus 10. And again, remember, they're different signs. You have to do what? Exactly, subtract. And you take the sign of the higher number. And if you need a number line, please go back to the number line in the classroom to use it. This is negative 2 equals to negative 2. So we know our solution is correct. I would like for you to check the second one to verify that the other one is correct. Because remember, both of them need to be yes in order for it to be a solution. And that's it for substitution. So my question to you, and I'm going to end it off like this, why do you think it's so easy to do it this way? What makes it so easy to set them equal? Answer that question, and then we will talk about it in the classroom. That is it. Do the practice problem in the back, and we'll talk about that question. Okay. I have to stop the